that sound. And just like that, once again, it's on. Man, before we get this thing started, man, I gotta say what up to my Facebook fam. What up, Prez? What up, One Purpose Mind? What up to everybody on the Facebook Live, on the check-in, man? It's like y'all jump on this thing before I jump on this thing. I love you guys for the support. I love you guys for the love. And y'all the real deal Ridin Durty fam, man. One love to everybody out there. Also gotta say, man, one time for everybody in North Carolina who are definitely dealing with this hurricane situation. Man, everybody be safe. I gotta say mad love to my daughter Ashley. She's definitely out there in North Carolina holding it down. She's not on the shoreline. But she's definitely out there. Definitely. Everybody in North Carolina, if you got a chance to evacuate, please get somewhere and be safe. And if you're staying in North Carolina dealing with the storm, please be safe. All right, man, it's your boy Vic XL. This is the Ridin Durty Show, the world-renowned, infamous Ridin Durty Show. Over 15 plus years of bringing you what's next right now. We're bridging the gap between hip-hop and everyday life. That's right, bridging the gap between hip-hop and everyday life, man. Gotta say one time for Beat Break Radio FM. Gotta say one time for WRFG 89.3 FM. And I gotta say one time for all the streaming sources that carry the Ridin Durty Show and the Ridin Durty Podcast. Blog Talk, SoundCloud, Mixcloud, Stitcher, Spreaker, YouTube, Facebook, Audio Mac, Podomatic, iTunes, Buzzsprout. Any of those streaming networks, you can hear the interviews, you can hear the Ridin Durty Show right there whenever you want. So whatever your favorite streaming device is, streaming service is, we are right there for you. So I'm humbled. I'm humbled by how many people check out the shows and check out what we got to say and check out the interesting people we're introducing you to. All right, so today on the Ridin Durty Show is no different than any other day. I first got to let you know about the great people who bring you this very show. One time for drjuicecleanse.com. That's right, drjuicecleanse.com. Dr. Juice Cleanse is an all-natural cleanser. You hear me? All-natural cleanser that does all kind of amazing and great things for your body, like slow down the aging process, like help relieve stress, like remove mucus and toxins from your body, like help you lose weight. And when I say help you lose weight, I mean they can help you lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. Now you tell me who out there don't want to lose a little extra weight. And you tell me who out there who wouldn't like to lose 25 pounds in 10 days. Now, that's a lot of weight in a short amount of time. Now, it's not a miracle drug. No, you don't just drink it and the weight is gone. That's not quite how it works. But if you go to drjuicecleanse.com, you place an order and you follow their regimen and their steps on how to lose weight, and you can definitely do it, but you can lose up to 25 pounds in 10 days. It also helps provide balanced pH systems for your body. And what I'm telling you is Dr. Juice Cleanse. Dr. Juice Cleanse is a very healthy product that will, number one, allow you to live healthier, and it will also help you live longer and make you feel better about yourself when you shed the extra pounds, when you shed the extra crap out of your body. I always say Dr. Juice Cleanse is like an oil change for your body. Now you tell me, who's ever had a car that didn't need an oil change? Now, your body is the same way. If your body is a constant engine, then it time to time need the oil change and the system cleanse. So do me one big favor by visiting drjuicecleanse.com and find out more about this amazing product today. And not only can you become a drinker, you can become a sponsor, you can become just a healthier person by utilizing this product. Also, gotta say one time to our sponsor, WMR Music Group. That's right, WMR Music Group. They are a branding, publishing, and marketing company. If you're an artist out there, you're trying to get your music to the next level, you're trying to get your videos to the next level, you're trying to get proper promotion, proper branding, well, WMR Music Group is just the company for you. They have a very extensive track record of successful artists they work with, and I'm proud that they're sponsoring us, and we're sponsoring them, and they're doing all kind of great things. So they have a 6-week program that will definitely get you in front of DJs, fans, and consumers to let your music be heard by the people who need to hear it. So do me one large favor first by visiting them on Facebook at WMRmusicgroup.com. Definitely subscribe to the Facebook channel. Click that big like button and get in some of the interesting conversation that goes on there. But even more so than that, make sure you visit WMRmedia.com MezonicsHis.com. Find out about some of their programs to help get your music career to the next level, and let them know Vic XL sent you. So again, do me a favor by visiting WMRmedia.com and DrJuiceCleanse.com. Those are our wonderful sponsors of this show. And let them know that you heard about it on the Ridin Durty Show with Vic XL. And I'm sure they have a nice little discount for you and will definitely put you in the game. All right, today is Thursday, September the 13th. And I got to wish some happy birthdays real quick. Number one, happy birthday to my man, ATL rapper, Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi turns 22 years old today. I rock when I merely rock. One time for Playboy Cardi, 22 years old today. Gotta say happy birthday to actor, producer, movie maker, playwright, Mr. Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry turns 49 years old today. Definitely happy birthday to Tyler Perry. I always say hats off to Tyler Perry. A lot of people might not like Madea, but my man is providing a lot of opportunities for a lot of people. And for that, man, he needs to be recognized and saluted. So happy birthday, Mr. Tyler Perry. He turns 49 years old today. As I stroll down, I got to say happy birthday to my man, Mr. Swiss Beats. That's right, producer, rapper extraordinaire. Swiss Beats turns 40 years old. They didn't realize Swiss had hit that big 4-0. But happy birthday, Swiss Beats is 40 years old. Definitely doing this thing. Also got to say happy birthday to TV host, evangelist, motivational speaker, Miss Ayana Van Zant. She turns 65 years old today. Definitely happy birthday to her. She's definitely out there helping people straighten their life. Also got to say happy birthday to former Olympic runner, Mr. Michael Johnson. He was once known as the fastest man in the world. Michael Johnson turns 51 years old today. I wonder, is Michael Johnson still fast as hell? I'm sure he's definitely faster than me, but definitely happy birthday to Mr. Michael Johnson. He turns 51 years young today. All right, I'm rolling over to Facebook. Definitely cannot forget my Facebook superstars, family, and friends who are definitely doing their thing, man. I got to say happy birthday to co-worker, drummer, my man, Mr. Jared Melton. Today is his birthday. Definitely happy birthday to him. Got to say happy birthday to music executive, Mr. Orlando McGee. Orlando McGee is definitely responsible for a lot of careers in Atlanta. Little Scrappy, Trillville, just to name a few. He was definitely anchored in the whole Lil Jon movement. Well, Mr. Orlando McGee, today is his birthday. Also got to say happy birthday to gospel artist, gospel rapper, and singer, Miss Dice Gamble. Happy birthday to her. And last but not least, got to say happy birthday to my man of the group Hum Hucky. Happy birthday to Mr. Chuck Hum Hucky. Today is definitely his birthday. So happy birthday to him, man. That's everybody on my Facebook list. If y'all know anybody experiencing their birthday and you want them shouted out on the Ridin Durty Show, you can always hit me up at bigvicxl@gmail.com or go to the Ridin Durty page on Facebook and just drop me a note. And we'll definitely get those birthday shouts out for them and make their day really special. All right, now, I've been reporting on this. Well, my man Young Thug is definitely headed to jail on felonious charges. I think he has like 7 or 8 felony charges. We're gonna see how that things work out. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed and keep him lifted up, and hopefully nothing happens, and hopefully he'll be back out making music, doing his thing. All right, one time for rapper Gunna and Lil Baby. They have announced a joint product called Drip Harder. So definitely one time for them. They're definitely 2 Atlanta rappers on the come up. So one time for Gunna and Lil Baby. Man, it seems like my man Kendrick Lamar has landed in the top 3 on the Forbes highest paid hip hop acts. So definitely, man, one time for Kendrick Lamar getting that Skrilla. Now, who says conscious rappers, real rappers can't get that bread because he's in the top 3. Jay-Z's definitely in the top 3. So definitely one time for Kendrick Lamar. It seems like when it comes to hip hop, my man Drake and Cardi B, they're definitely leading the way for hip hop when it comes to award nominations at the American Music Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards. So we're going to see if they bring home the hardware. So one time for a hell of a year for Cardi B and 2 times for a hell of a year for my man Drake, and see how much hardware they bring home when it comes to these awards. All right, now that's it for my hip-hop news. I gave you our sponsors, and I gave you today's celebrity birthdays, but now it's time for me to give y'all what I like giving y'all most, and that's giving y'all the people of the community and letting y'all know what's shaking and what's popping. And before I bring my guest on, I gotta say, y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ridin Durty Radio, RIDINDURTY RADIO. or make sure you go to Facebook, type in Ridin Durty Radio, and click like on that page. And again, make sure when you're on your favorite streaming source or streaming network, make sure you look up Ridin Durty Radio and follow us and comment on those shows. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know we like to do it, and we like to do it big, and we like to do it next level. Today is no different than any other day. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, on the line we have international artist, Mr. Mezonic. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, man, how you doing, man? I'm happy to be on today.
Hey man, when I do that monologue, when I do my monologue, my intro, and I know I got some talented people on the other line, I just get pumped up. My adrenaline get to going. I feel like I'm about to get in the game, man. How are you doing? First of all, because I know you reside in North Carolina, I gotta ask, how's the weather, and how are you holding up?
I mean, right now I'm in Charlotte, so the weather here is beautiful right now. But you know, we're just praying for this storm to pass over, man. It's not going to touch down around here. You know, we're praying for that. But a lot of us are basically riding the storm. We're gonna stick it out in hopes that it doesn't come all the way inland. So,
all right, well, definitely be safe, and you know, get all your family together, and you know, just be safe, man. My prayers are with you and everybody in North Carolina who's experiencing what's going on. So definitely be safe. All right, let's get into the life of Mr. Mezonic. Let everybody know, because you're definitely an international artist. Your music is a little different than what we might normally hear. So let us know about you, your career, and when did you decide to get into music?
Okay, that's a great question. Actually, I started doing music professionally back in 2005. So that's when I kind of decided I was going to focus and do music. Prior to that, I was in school in Decatur, Georgia, and I met a few people who were kind of heavy in the music business. So I decided to, you know, start learning how to produce music at the time. But I didn't really focus on it until 2005. I started building my studio, but by that time I had already learned how to produce, and basically to that, I started with the first album. I released my first album, which is called Liberia, What's Left. So I was still representing Liberia back then, even though I was rapping. I mean, I'm still rapping now, but it's just a little different. So the first album is called Liberia, What's Left, and I released that in 2006. And basically, I'm on my sixth project, which is called Carnival. And this project is it's a little bit different. It's more of an Afrobeat dance hall type of music. So, but I'm happy with the project. I'm happy with the success of it so far, and I'm just trying to get more people to know about it, you know, and purchase the album, because every support is needed. Because you know, we as independent artists, we turn around and use that money back into our business. So. I've just been doing music since 2005. Of course, I've, you know, developed and grown along the way. So I made some changes to what I was doing when I first started. My delivery, my flow, the way I was writing, and everything changed. And I had started as a conscious hip hop artist. I did some party records here and there, but the focus of what I did at the time was mainly conscious hip-hop music.
All right, what made you go the conscious route as opposed to just going the party route? What made you want to put consciousness in your lyrics?
Well, I mean, I had always been influenced by conscious music starting from artists like Bob Marley when I was back home. Other artists like Tupac, you know, was Tupac and The Roots, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, who else? I mean, so many conscious artists, and I can't even think of some people right now. But you know, I was really heavily influenced by that. I mean, I just felt like that kind of music hit my soul. You know, not saying I didn't like party music. I enjoyed people like LL Cool J and other artists as well. You know, like even the Fugees was one of the ones that I was heavily influenced by earlier. So, you know, but I've always just liked conscious music. It's partly because, you know, I'm from Liberia, and maybe the circumstances of the country where even though you might be doing good, there are also people there who are not doing as good as you and your family, and you see a lot of poverty in certain areas, and maybe it was because of that. I'm not really sure, but or maybe it could have been my Christian upbringing that made me gravitate more towards conscious music. But it had to be a combination of those things. It wasn't just one thing that made me really like conscious music. I mean, again, I still love to party. You know, I don't party as much because, you know, I'm a family man and all that. But at the end of the day, you know, I just love music with a message that will last forever. Because, you could still turn on Bob Marley and jam to his music, and some of his lyrics will still hit your heart. You know, it's not just gonna just pass through your ears. So those are some of the things I think about when I'm making a song.
All right, now, what made you because, you know, you said you started out in 2005, but as your music has progressed, you definitely brought forth more of your culture and your natural sound. What made you lean more towards the international music?
Well, I mean, it's a combination of things. So I have always had a little bit of Afrobeat or African elements in my music. So it's not like I was just, you know, starting to do that right now. Even when you go back to my first album, I had a song, this is back in 2005, I had a song called Shake That Tumba. And basically, tumba, of course, is a word, it's like a slang word in Liberia that means women's, you know, booty, shake that tumba. So the production of that too was very drummy. It sounded very Afrocentric, you know, and so I've always had African elements in all my production, not just stuff I'm doing now. Of course, I was rapping more in American accent, so people here could kind of relate to what I was doing. But you know, so but gradually, you know, we saw that reggaeton, how you call it, craze. At one point, everybody got kind of crazy about reggaeton music, and gradually it started going to Afrobeat, and now Afrobeat is really taking over the world when it comes to entertainment. I mean, you have Afrobeat artists like Davido and W.S.A. and some of some of the other guys who are doing extremely well. They're traveling worldwide, like, and just making the world enjoy African music or Afrobeat music. So, you know, I just felt like it was time to transition into that. And in Liberia, we have started to really accept our own sound and accept our own culture. And, you know, just saying that it's a great thing, because for a very long time, a lot of us Liberian artists was trying to put Liberia on the map and constantly promote Liberia. But now to see that our people are actually loving our music, that's an awesome thing, an awesome feeling.
All right, now, what does the Liberian music scene look like here, especially in the South?
In the States, I would say it's scattered. So you typically have a lot of Liberian artists all over this country, literally all over the world, really, but all over the United States, we have Liberian artists. And again, like I said, a lot of people are beginning to be proud of our sound. So a lot of Liberian artists are singing in our either in our dialects, like languages, or in our Liberian accent. So, I mean, it's something like Jamaican Pidgin, but it's a little bit different. It's not like the words are not so hard to understand at times. So, But sometimes if we're speaking a little faster, it's a little bit harder for other people to understand what we're saying. And most of the time we're using, especially in music, I mean, like if we're singing or rapping, most of the time we're using a whole bunch of slangs. So some of these slang words are not words that maybe our parents or the older Liberians might even understand. It's just something that the younger people are doing a lot more. There are even slang words that I don't even know, and I've been away from Liberia for a long time. I mean, I went back to visit in 2013, I think it was, but I actually relocated here in 1997. So I've really been away from the country for a long time. But some of the slang words, when I hear, I'm like, oh, what is he saying? You know. So I too have that reaction.
All right. How is your music accepted? Like when you get it to Liberia or people of Liberian descent hear your music, how do they accept it, and do they respect what you're doing for the culture?
I mean, a lot of Liberians accept my music, especially the people back home. My certain songs that I've promoted in the Liberian community has been #1 on certain websites. And I mean, it's all about creativity and talent. You know, at the end of the day, I'm still a rapper, so I'm able to use my creative mind to just come up with concepts that are not usual. So a lot of times you have artists who are trying to mimic other artists and do the same thing. I usually shy away from that. I try to do things that are a little bit different from other people. So as a result, it sounds fresh, it sounds new, and a lot of people gravitate towards it. Now in the States, I mean, maybe the one state that I get the less support from, and I have to be honest about it, is Charlotte. It's North Carolina, but I wouldn't say North Carolina, I'll say Charlotte, because I have had a lot of people support what I'm doing in other cities like Raleigh and other places. But for some strange reason, I don't know what it is with the Charlotte group. I just don't get as much support from the group out here as I do from other places, and I definitely get a lot more support from the. And I get support from Liberians all around the world in Europe. And I mean, I get emails, I get people hitting up my YouTube. I have a beautiful video for even that song that we're promoting. I mean, I shot the video in Vegas. I don't know if you had a chance to see it. So, I get support from the community all around the world. Now, again, maybe the Charlotte people I'm pretty sure they watch what I do. They might enjoy it in their homes, but it's just that thing about, I guess, a prophet is not respected in his own home kind of syndrome, to where they just don't want to, like, when they see, because they see me out in public sometimes, maybe they just don't want to acknowledge that, this guy is doing phenomenally well in our community. But, some people do acknowledge it. So for those who congratulate me, and acknowledge what I'm doing, I appreciate that. But I don't pay no mind, but I have to speak the truth. So that's what it is,
Well, it's definitely kind of common knowledge that most artists feel like it's like the area they reside, or the area that, they've spent a large amount of time carving and perfecting their craft. They're generally the last to get it. So you're probably experiencing what a lot of great artists have definitely experienced. Tell me a little bit about your latest project. Okay. Tell me a little more about your latest project before we get into this record.
So the latest album is called Carnival again. I did this album basically to showcase Liberian talent to the world. So I did it for Liberians, but I didn't only do it for Liberians. I did it to showcase my talent to the world and to showcase Liberia to the world. So as far as the sound of the album, as far as the vocals, I'm doing a lot of singing and rapping in Liberian accent. that's what the vocal is with the bulk of this album. Now, production-wise, I have a lot of Afrobeat on there. I have I have one or two reggaeton sounding tracks. I have like a kind of a dance hall track, on there. Then I have like one or two hip hop tracks and one pop record on there. So I have a variety of instrumentals and sounds, so you don't necessarily hear the same kind of sound over and over. It's a mixture of things, but the content is very clubby, but it's still informative. It still has a sense of consciousness in some of the songs. I try not to be overly conscious with the Liberian group because we've been through a hard time, and nowadays people really just want to get off work, enjoy themselves, like kind of relax. So, I don't want to push too much politics or push too much consciousness on them. So I just do, and then I have a little bit of comedy relief in there. So there were times that I was making comedy references and stuff like that. There were several things I said in reference to that. So the album is a very fun, uplifting album. And I think you will love it because you'll understand exactly a lot of things that I'm saying, even in the song you're about to play.
Okay. Do me a favor before we play this record. Let the people know, number one, how to find the Carnival Project, how to find you when it comes to the internet, whether that's SoundCloud, any of your social media, the website. Let them know where to check that video out, and then introduce this record for me.
Okay, so if you're looking for me on social media, on Instagram, my name is Mezonic Tunes, and that's actually it's Mezonic Tunes, but it's spelled kind of Tunes, so that's Mezonic, and the last
90
name is
seconds.
Unez. That's Instagram. On Twitter, I'm Mezonic Music, and this music is just spelled the same way, and that's the same Mezonic Music. My band page on Facebook is Mezonic Music as well, so it's facebook.com/Mezonic Music. Then I have my regular page on Facebook, Mezonic Tunes, Tunz. So
60
the
seconds.
tunes on my regular Facebook page is different from the one on Instagram. I have a website. Everybody could go there. You could just type Mezonic Records and it'll pop up, or you could type M.R.P.E LLC.com. And when you go to that website, I have a special page dedicated for my album. You could order the album directly from me, or you could order it directly from me, or you could go on the different sites, Google. But I have tabs on there, so you'll see the Google Play tab, you'll see the iTunes, you'll see the Spotify tab or link, so you could just click that and enjoy the album. I have songs on there too. So if you don't want to listen to the whole album and you see the song cover, you could click on the song cover and you'll be able to listen to that. I have 2 videos on that page. I did a video for the first video I shot for this album. The name of that song is called Killy Willy Love. Again, Killy Willy Love. Killy Willy is some type of food like a plantain dish we eat in Liberia. And we actually call it Killy Willy, but I'm just trying to make it sound good. So it's Killy Willy Love. The next song again is Da Level. Da Level just really means that's level. It means level, basically. So, but we in the Liberian way we say Da Level, So Da Level talk it's about basically giving people advice that sometimes they have to be real and stop being fake or stop trying to scam people and stuff like that. So that's the main message in Da Level. I mean, stop trying to be fake, stop trying to scam folks, and that's what Da Level is about. Stop trying to overdo things. Sometimes it's just good to be a normal person, and don't pretend like you have stuff together when you really don't, So So, but I mean, I kind of I had to make it visually nice, so I couldn't just make it like the same way I'm explaining. So, I mean, when you watch that level, and if you watch the entire movie of it, because I have two versions, I have just the video with the song direct, and then the movie element added to it. So if you watch the entire movie, which is only 4 minutes and change, you'll kind of get the concept. But yeah, that level is one of my bangers, and I love it. So everybody check out this song, and I hope you go on Google, search for Carnival by Mezonic or Mezonic Carnival, and you could get my album online anywhere around the world. But everybody enjoy that level.
Appreciate it, my G.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. What did Meek Mill say again? Is levels to the lifestyle? Well, this is the African version.
Levels.
Oh my God. This beat is so hot. Level. DLP. Level. Insurance queen. Level. 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 Good life level. No more took a flat level. Think twice level. Before you start your hustle. Put our on deck level. Some people use the country devil. So we dance all day for the level. High labor men on level. Level. DLC level. Insurance clean level. Internet hustle level. What's our hustle? Level. DLC level. Insurance clean level. Internet hustle level. What's our hustle? Level. Minister supporting 3 girlfriends, but the other girlfriend supporting her on a boyfriend. High level. Pastors don't even want no time on them. Using the church to meet their end. Not back to you, but lead the women. High level. DMC level. Insurance clean level. Internet hustle level. That level. DMC level. Insurance clean level. Internet hustle level. That level. Now Jaman and I got around. They will eat your retirement full time. Internet hustle out the area. Yeah,
one time for my man Mezonic. Y'all definitely hit up his webpage, M.R.P.E.LLC.com. Check out that brand new album, Carnival, and get on that level. My man Mezonic definitely got a show going down on October the 6th. Saturday, October the 6th. At Traffic Lounge. If you're in the North Carolina area, definitely get at him. For more info, definitely dial 704-441-7765. He got some amazing artists going to be performing on that thing. Team Unstoppable. Album release concert. If I was in North Carolina, I'd be in there doing my that level dance. One time for Mezonic. Yeah. Level. That's right, it's your boy Vic XL, the Ridin Durty Radio Show, the Ridin Durty Podcast. Y'all definitely keep us locked in, whether it's your favorite streaming source, whether it's WRFG 89.3 FM, or whether it's BeatBreakRadioFM.com. We're gone. We'll be back tomorrow at 11 p.m. with another exciting guest, man, who is out there working harder than us. Your boy Vic XL. Peace, y'all.